Pinterest made me want to go to France, but quarantine doesn't allow for that, so I did the second best thing. I pretended I was in France. I'm not wearing my contacts, so please excuse if I keep looking at different areas. I'm blind. Okay, not blind, but quite blind. Okay, wet hair, tight back. Let's just pray that it doesn't turn out weird. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. Wow, I haven't been sleeping very well, and my skin is testament. Yeah, I look like death. Anyways, I'm gonna be starting off with some oil-based serum. I just dropped it. Okay, that's a bad idea. Just a little bit, barely any. So as far as I've seen, the entire focus of French makeup is on very good skin, which I've already failed at. And it's very minimalist, but it's really fresh. And I really need to work on making my skin look fresh. I look like a cheetah. I say that every time, I think. So I don't want a really heavy coverage foundation. I'm going to take a stippling brush and just work it in. Okay, so you guys can probably tell it's not very heavy coverage after I've blended it out. It could pass for my skin, but slightly better. I do need to conceal because I have terrible bags, so I'm just going to use a plain old concealer. But the trick is, I'm not going to put a lot. I'm just going to put it at very specific points. And this I've learned from this YouTuber called Robert Welsh. He puts it specifically here because it pulls out the eye, and here, and then he just blends it out. I hope this works because I really need that coverage, so. Okay, so I just patted my concealer into place, but before I powder my face and I just mattify everything, I want to go in with my blush. And I've seen whoever has done similar looks, or even if you look at classic French makeup, they always match the lip color and the cheek color. It's normally the same shade or the same variation. And for the same reason, I'm just going to be using the same lipstick. I think a cream blush would work, but I'm not really sure because this is very red. So wait, let me just test it on my hand a little bit, if you can probably see. Okay, let's see how this goes. I just hope it blends because I know for a fact that Maybelline lipsticks do stain a bit. Yeah, you can see where I applied it is just, yeah, that's gonna take. So I won't directly put it on the cheek. I'm actually gonna put it on my hand and then transfer it. And I just hope this works out because otherwise I'm gonna look like an idiot. So. Okay, so the blush looks a little crazy right now, but I'm gonna powder my face, and the minute I set a powder on top of it, it's just gonna dull the color a bit. So it is gonna look pink, but it's not gonna look like I just got slapped, which is the case right now. Okay, so face has been set, and we move on to eyes. For eyes, I'm not gonna prime my eyes because I want to use my natural dark circles. I mean, is it a dark circle if it's up there? Whatever. I want to use the pigmentation on my eyes. I don't want to. I don't want it to look too put together. You want it to look very natural. So no priming the eyelids, and I'm going to be using a very natural brown color. I think I might. Wow, you can see my ring light. Whatever. I think I'm gonna go for this one just because it really matches the color of my eye and it's not very dark. And maybe I'll mix in a little bit of that. We'll see. Okay, I think that's all I'm gonna do for the eyes. This also seems a bit too heavy to me. I'm gonna be taking this shade right here. I'm gonna be highlighting my inner corner with it. Just taking it on my finger. Do I have a mirror? No, I don't. I'm just gonna. Okay, so the next important step is mascara because they don't really line their eyes. You can do a slight darker layer of brown eyeliner, not really a wing, just a subtle line. I prefer not to do that. I'd rather just let it be. I'm going to be using the Kiko Volum-eyes mascara. All of the products are going to be in the description box. Wow, there's something wrong with me today. But so far I'm really liking the makeup. Like, it just works with what I already have, which is pigmentation and pale skin. Not all that pale, but yes, pale nonetheless. Moving on. As far as I've seen, I haven't really seen a lot of highlighter in these videos. Like, most French people have skin that glows, but I clearly don't. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of highlight, but making it very, very subtle. And I'm just going to make sure that it looks like I've naturally got light hitting my face, not that I've got product. So I'm using, what's this called? This is like Kiko long-lasting wet and dry eyeshadow. I think these are called the water eyeshadows. This is in the shade 208. And it's a pretty color, I'm not going to lie. It's like this really nice gold. And we move on to the last step and like the most crucial step of French or very French inspired, what am I saying? Okay, just French makeup. Let's just leave it at that. Which is the lips. So I have two lip options. This is like a crayon and it is more warm tone. Like, if you can see, that's slightly more corally orange. And then I have this lipstick, which you can see stained right here, which is like a more blue toned red. And even though I've put this in my cheeks, I do think I'd like a warmer lip color. So I'm going to start off with this and I'm going to tap in this color as well. So for this one, I'm just going to use the stick. I don't need a lip liner per se. And I put a little bit of like oil on my lips just to smooth it down because crayons do get a bit tricky, especially. Okay, so this is the finished look. I actually really like it. I like the eyes. The lip will have to grow on me. I prefer my nude glossies better. But the lip and the cheek actually ended up quite nice. So if you like this look, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'm a newbie. Your support would mean a lot to me. Also, you can follow me on Instagram. And thank you for watching till the end. Peace out.